Time for a new day. But as we always say, neatness counts.
We really do always say that, don't we?
I know!
You're my best friend.
That's what I've been trying to say. Dude, give me some high five. You...
Oh, someone left me a big old package.
Hello, sir.
Oh, good.
Well, I have a package here for you.
Oh, right. Looks like you have a package here.
Well, I'm not sure what it is, but... No, not that one.
Okay, how many packages do you...
This is just for you.
Okay. Huh. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That's perfect. There's so many things. I can...
All right, sir. Well, I have a lot of stops I need to make today. If you don't...
Don't interrupt me! Honk, honk.
Oh, no!
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was a 1989 box office smash hit and Disney's most successful live-action film during the turn of the 90s. It had merchandise, spin-offs, and even an attraction at Disney parks that I never really got to see since it was replaced with another child-friendly attraction. Originally, it was called Teeny Weenies, but it was changed to Grounded to appeal to a more mature audience. I think that Teeny Weenies was a little bit more of a mature title. Now, Disney is no stranger to bringing the small to the big screen, but this would be the first time the company would attempt this in live action, and cinematically it's the biggest endeavor in making a believable shrunken world to date. The film was shot in Churubusco Studios, located in Mexico City. This ambitious style of filming obviously had its share of issues.
Not only was it hot, shooting down here presented a bit of a language problem.
Hey dude, I'm about to run up and grab some milk if you need anything.
Bro, I don't even know what the f you're saying right now.
I'm just speaking regular English.
I don't speak Japanese! Alright, well now that I've shared everything that I learned at Disney University, I think it's time for us to check out Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And between you and me, I'm already feeling some shrinkage. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it comes with the Roger Rabbit cartoon. We'll just skip ahead. Who cares? I care, actually. I do. Oh wow, this is a great review so far. Okay. The title sequence is a beautiful blend of 2D animation with vintage CGI, and it introduces two very important characters, Boy 1 and Girl 1. It's a shame that none of this stuff actually happens in the film. Like, there's no autonomous dustbuster, no evil scheming fly, and there's not even a record player snake. I mean, this is ridiculous. That's it! Operator, I want a refund.
We're sorry, you have reached a number.
You win this round. Blockbuster Video. We open up to the mailman dropping off for the Thompson household, a relatively average family, in stark contrast to the Selinsky household, which is just filled to the brim with fire hazards and consumer product safety violations. Now, if you listen real closely, you can almost hear a social worker taking their blood pressure medication. The miniature scientist at the table, Nick, is in the process of making some kind of electronic apparatus, but his older sister Amy is talking girly stuff.
She thought she was God and he disagreed.
Personally, I don't even let it touch the water. I just catch it right in the toilet paper. It saves a lot of time and is much cleaner. I love you too, Grandma. Have a great night. What a sweet woman. Nick attempts some science.
It really works! Get real!
To Amy's dismay, before seamlessly, and I mean seamlessly transitioning into the heart of the family's dysfunction.
No, it's not that. No. Mom and Dad had an argument last night, and Mom spent the night at Grandma's. Right, her and me both.
I love participating in recreational activities. My parents might be getting a divorce, and I'm not sure that I'm emotionally equipped to handle this. I know, right? That's totally what you would say. So it looks like the family is going through some kind of rough patch. As we are introduced to unemployed father and supposed scientist Wayne Selinsky working on some kind of rail cannon as his disappointed daughter signals to him that she has finished cooking his breakfast.
I'll be down in 5 minutes.
Which he ignores and goes back to making a bunch of noise. Well, his neighbors, the Thompsons, are not exactly amused by this, as Russell and his wife May are trying to have some rest before they get prepared for a big trip they're about to go on.
Break his arm.
Russ, you're unhinged, and you're scaring me. Russell's justified annoyance leads him to the backyard, where his youngest, Ron, comes out of his tent to warn him about the contraption that only kids in 90s movies ever seem to make.
That's my fishing rod!
Stop!
In the arms.
Told you not
got to move.
What's on this thing?
Super glue.
Super glue?
Super glue. Super glue.
I'll talk to you later.
Is anyone else picking up what she's throwing down here? I think that she wants a little bit of arrowhead action. You know what they say about guys with big arrows in their head? Future drummer for the Cure cover band, Russell Jr., comes out of his room to spread some positivity before his parents start to talk about his size. Back in the lab, neglectful egomaniac Wayne Selinsky kicks his science prodigy son out of his sight because he dared to give a suggestion on how to fix the machine. His disappointed son leaves the room so he can get back to... Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Now wait a minute, this might work. Yes. Come on. Come on. Yes. Yes. It works. Yes. Oh, thank God.
Did you get the machine to work?
Yeah. A few more bugs to get out.
Yeah. Lie to your family. That'll save your marriage.
Mom calls. Tell her I'll be home by lunchtime.
She won't care.
Don't forget my dress from the cleaners, Nick's allergy pills.
It's all in my head. Don't worry.
You should worry. Nick emulates his father's ability to shirk responsibilities by finessing a neighborhood kid into mowing their lawn later.
Wow. With that, yeah.
While Amy engages in an obligatory 80s movie dancing with a mop scene. Around the corner, a secret admirer stumbles upon the action. Russell Sr. sees his son being a total creep and takes him aside to give him some advice on how to be a real man.
The point is, Coach put me on these babies. You know what happened? I put on 20 pounds of pure, unadulterated blitz the quarterback and rip his head off muscle wrestle.
Dad, you know the weights aren't my thing.
Fishing isn't your thing. Weights aren't your thing. Just what is your thing?
Because we've exhausted every possible option here. Russell man-thinks about how many people he's triggered today with his toxic masculinity while he enjoys a cigarette.
Russell, you're not smoking a cigarette, are you?
No, dear, you know I'm giving that up.
You're not smoking again, are you?
No, dear. No, dear. I quit that.
You're not drinking again, are you?
No, dear. No, dear. No, I quit that too. I gotta drop the drink.
So while the Thompson parents are finishing up the packing, Ron does a bit of batting practice in his backyard, when suddenly...
Here, come on, coach. Put me in. Come on. Put me in. I can take the hits. I'm ready to be part of the team.
Stuff all loaded?
Ready to fire.
Got the best spot on the lake. You looking forward to it?
Tubular!
I'm pretty sure that kid is like a video game NPC. Ready to fire. Tubular. Press A to do a somersault.
Here it comes. Fastball is bread and butter. Grin!
No! Oh God, no! No, not my distressed cat soundboard. Anything but my distressed cat soundboard. Oh, thank God. It still works. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Thank God. This incident seemed to have caused some damage to the machine, as well as draw the attention of Ron's older brother, Russ.
I didn't do it. Okay.
What's going on?
Hi. My brother has something to tell you.
It never would have happened if their house wasn't so close.
He hit a baseball through your attic window.
He what?
We'll get it fixed, okay? We'll take it out of his allowance, all right?
My allowance? Dream on.
My allowance? Take responsibility for my problems that I caused? How could you even suggest?
And clean up the mess.
What?
Do it, Nick. I don't have time to mess around.
This is what's wrong with the American system of justice.
So, you like to dance, huh?
How do you know?
Yes, Russ, how did you deduce that I like dancing? How did you also deduce that I liked Chick-fil-A, baby pigs, any star that ends in bucks, shopping in anthropology, believing that yoga pants are a religion, using the word extra when referring to people, and the dog filter on Snapchat? How did you know that I like those things? How?
Ron and Nick go up into the lab to assess the damage before giving a blood-curdling scream, because now we have to cut back to Wayne Selinsky, and he's just doing his best impression of a garbage can. Oh wait, that's just his normal self.
My machine can substantially reduce the size of bulky payload.
This one dude, my favorite character in the film, pops in for 15 milliseconds, says his thing, then dips. It's just great. It's just great. Watch.
You have, however, managed to shrink one thing, the size of this audience. Gentlemen, ladies, I don't know about you, but I'm going to lunch.
What could be taking them so long? I am not missing them all today.
So while Russ and Amy are looking for their siblings, I think I actually figured out a way to get this disc compressed to fit in my iPhone. So I'm gonna go ahead and hack away at that, if you don't mind me. Just do a little bit of science. A little bit of legitimate science is what I'm doing here. That's exactly what's happening.
Nick!
Ron?
You guys are hiding up here. It's not funny.
Now all I have to do is sit back and watch as my disc shrinks in size in front of my eyes.
You know what Dad said. You're not supposed to be playing up here.
So Russ and Amy find themselves shrunken to the size of my self-esteem as Ron and Nick run over to see what's happening.
Shut up, wimp! Nick, that's Paul Tate. I'm gonna kill you.
First of all, Amy, that's not Paul Tate. That's a phone. Second, who is Paul Tate? Oh, it's Sharon Tate's father. Wouldn't want to miss that call, I guess. The family dog Quark leads Wayne up the stairs, where his son is cosplaying as his work ethic. The machine is spazzing out, but right as Wayne's about to enter the room, it shuts itself off and goes back to normal. So Wayne Selinsky, quote-unquote adult, with fully developed spatial awareness, as well as anger management techniques, decides to destroy 5 years of work in a fit of rage, causing irreparable damage.
Well, that was the most terrifying experience of my life, and I was once in the same room as Andy Dick!
Now Wayne may be a psychopath, but he is a clean psychopath. Sometimes, so he angrily sweeps up his own mess, as well as Mr. Thompson's mess, right into the trash can.
Did they pick up your trash the same day they get ours?
I bet you thought I was gonna appear from that bag right there. Well, you'd be right.
Oh my god. Reminds me of the backyard.
You're the pillar that keeps Mensa headquarters from toppling over.
Something tells me we're not going fishing this weekend.
That should make you happy.
Blow it out your shorts, Ron.
Why don't you just go f yourself, Ron? Stick it in, what did he say? Blow it out your shorts.
Let a girl tell you what to do?
Since Amy couldn't get with the bull, she goes for the calf. As Steve Harrington's like, I don't know, asserting his dominance or something.
Do what I say. Run!
We're now 1/4 of an inch tall and...
Hey, you're finally awake.
64 feet from the house.
The titular Honey in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids pulls up in style to let Wayne know his place.
I sold a house.
Really? That's great.
Yeah, you know that big estate?
Oh, the big estate, the big one. It's the big one, of course. That's the one we were gonna go summer to that one day, but instead we went to the Hamptons.
How'd your conference go?
Oh, I got a lot of laughs.
Oh, Wayne, we were already laughing at you. Wayne gives an obvious and pathetic attempt at telling Diane what she wants to hear.
From now on, things are gonna be different.
Different.
Before immediately disappointing her.
Right.
Like, she's sick of this shit. She is done. There's no endearment in that expression. She is fed up.
The gang's progress is halted by a stream, as Russ demonstrates why exactly his dismissal from the football team it's really gonna affect him during college admissions.
Hey, if we could get some rope, we could make a log bridge. if we had some logs.
Right. If we had some logs. We don't have any logs. There are no logs.
Quark! The kids decide to whistle for Best Boy Quark. And he's somehow able to hear them, which raises a number of concerns about the mental anguish that this poor pooch must have to endure if he can hear that well.
Hey, Devin.
You know how to whistle. You just put your lips together and blow.
They decide to reach a better vantage point by scaling the flower, which immediately presents a problem.
You're allergic to pollen.
I'm too little to breathe it in.
Alright, so that's the end of this part. It's actually a 2-part episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you liked the video, you know, you already know what to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but if you want to see the second part, it pops up in your homepage or whatever, just hit the things, do the things. Thank you, I appreciate you. I love you. Personally, I actually love you. And I'm just a man alone in this room talking to a tripod. You guys have a great one. And then we cut up, and then we cut the thing off. And I'm gonna go drink myself into an early grave.